So the plan for today is to head over to the Museum of Fine Art.
Montreal Museum of Fine Arts is where we're going today. Apparently it's pretty nice.
They apparently have one of the coolest and definitely the biggest art collection in Montreal and one of the biggest in all of Canada. So I'm excited to see this.
All around us here, this is the Fine Art Museum of Montreal, the Musée des Beaux-Arts de Montréal.
Introducing the Montreal Museum of Fine Art. This museum is 160 years old and has a collection of 43,000 works. It also has 5 pavilions, all connected through underground tunnels. Perfect for snowy days like this.
The building behind me dates from 1912, built in the Beaux-Arts style, and it proves to be one of Canada's finest examples. Originally founded under the name the Art Association of Montreal in 1860, making it Canada's oldest and first museum.
One of the coolest things we've noticed about Montreal is just how much art is everywhere in the city. Right now we're outside of the Museum of Fine Arts and there is art everywhere on the streets. You don't even have to go inside the museum to see some of the coolest stuff.
Look at that statue right there. How cool is that? I love that kind of art. Look at that big hole in his stomach. The face is all hands coming together. And look at this massive totem pole here. I'm just kind of taking in all the art in the neighborhood because there's stuff everywhere. Every corner you turn around, they have something to look at. So we're looking before we go in.
Made it over to the Museum of Fine Arts. And it looks like Picasso's here.
Presently, paintings by Pablo Picasso are on display here.
They've got like Picasso, Dali, Thierry Mugler's beautiful designs. I'm super excited.
With this beautiful artwork of Mr. Chili, all made of glass, complètement fait de verre. Every winter it's inside, every spring they put it back here outside.
Do you see what I mean? Then we got a cow over here. And I love it all, so I don't want to leave anything out, you know? Take a look at him. Now let's make our way back over to the building that has the hearts in the front and we'll enter there.
Looks like we are here. Oh baby, I heart you.
In 1991, the museum expanded and opened a new contemporary structure across the street from the original 1912 building. The entrance features a sloped glass roof that allows plenty of natural light to fill the public lobby.
Hi.
Can I get 2 tickets, please? Are you both under 31? Yes.
It's free. It's free if you're under 30.
The museum is comprised of several large exhibit rooms.
So I guess they have 5 different sections of visual art.
You actually go through the underground underneath the street to those 2 old buildings on the other side.
The lobby is made with marble and includes a grand staircase. Large marble columns border the top of the stairs.
I don't know what the words mean either. Just YOLO and explore on our own.
Just met up with Maud and she's gonna introduce the museum real quick.
The Montreal Museum of Fine Art was founded in 1860. It's the oldest in Canada and it's an encyclopedic museum, which means that we have everything from archaeology to contemporary arts. You will find decorative art, designs, fashion, painting, sculpture, everything you want, we got it.
That does not look well supported.
No.
Inside Le Salon de la Belle Époque savor the works of Romanticism. In a nutshell, Romanticism emphasized emotion and imagination. Leaves sway on the wall. The golden frames against the nighttime backdrop is dramatic. Love it.
You may have noticed that the walls and everything are interactive.
We have an interesting story here. Native Americans and the Englishmen are teaming up on beavers, but the beavers are watching while the Englishmen are worshipping their gods, which are the beavers. And here's the whole picture.
I think we're really getting an understanding of art now.
This is a painting of people painting the rocket launch.
Walking through these rooms feels like flying through time. Some paintings I want to spend a solid hour with and dissect the details.
That's really cool. Look at that.
Just learned that back in the Middle Ages, plucking the hairline, like making your forehead bigger, that was considered a beautiful thing.
Yo, this is my favorite painting right here. Look at the detail in it.
There's also a room dedicated to Napoleon Bonaparte. Well, in French, it's more like Napoléon Bonaparte.
Now that is actually a boot that belonged to Napoleon I. It's dated 1807.
So in front of the statue, we have a horse. And in art school, we used to sit on this all the time and draw.
Art ahead. Wow.
Oh, it's moving. What the heck? The mobile itself doesn't move. You sit on this giant disc as you rotate around.
Robin versus the chair. I like the fearful sound you make as it goes back. Like, are you really sure it's not going to drop you?
Am I? I don't know.
On to another exhibit.
Now this is interesting. This piece of art, they just created a black room. Everything in black, including a black window. It's just somebody looking out the window.
This artwork is a planetarium from Jan Asterbach, blown glasses, and that's very quite difficult to do because that format is pretty much the biggest you can go with that technique. Heavy but so fragile.
Wow, these heads are huge, huge. Chiseled out of wood. It's really cool. Wow, and equally as large, this grenade. It's easily 7 foot tall.
This is bringing back memories from my architecture years. Building models is a lot of work. And sometimes, it hurts your neck because you have to cut things and paint. I feel like a drone right now.
That's an entire wall of stuffed animals. And this is called Tumbling Woman.
Breakdancing back in the 1800s. They just flopped around until it's become the art it is today. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Yes.
And look out this door on the roof. They put stuff out there even.
Why is it called Curiosity Cabinet?
Like a place at home where you have a little bunch of artifacts, like this thing from China, this thing coming from the bottom of the ocean, this thing coming from Egypt, and that's, very interesting, and then you can talk about all your travels. It was Instagram before Instagram, I guess.
Seems to be more furniture related.
Decorative Art and Design Collection contains over 6,000 objects, including furniture, jewelry, ceramics, glass, and such. One of my favorite objects is this knitted chair. Looks like the footstool is on a leash. There are multiple levels and so much to appreciate.
On our way into the main exhibit here called, how do you say that, Thierry Mugler? Ooh, sassy little minx.
We just got through the Thierry Mugler exhibit and it was fantastic. It was otherworldly. I can't believe how talented some people are.
So it looks like these are costumes from different performers like Lady Gaga. It's kind of neat. That is so badass. I love all of this.
We got to see a lot of the outfits worn in George Michael's Too Funky video. Really see the progression of Thierry Mugler's talent through time. So when you first get into the exhibit, you see a bunch of pieces and you're like, oh, these aren't so great. Why is he so popular? And then as you progress through the exhibit, you're like, whoa, this guy is incredible.
Living. I like the beer holster. It's important.
That's actually brilliant.
Yeah.
Just wear that to a concert. Could you imagine walking around like Coachella with a beer holster?
Yeah. 2 beer holsters. Coachella 2020. That's me.
In a few minutes, we're gonna illuminate the Leonard Cohen mural that we have here downtown. People love it. I decided that we should put some light on it. And so we work with different partners and the Musée des Beaux-Arts in order to do it.
It's well situated. Leonard spent time in the bars on Mountain Street and on Crescent Street. I don't think anybody in the last century has written in the English language as pointedly, as sensitively, and as to the point as Leonard.
Leonard Cohen used to say, I'm not a Quebecer, I'm not a Canadian, I'm a Montrealer. I like that.
Merci beaucoup to Maud for giving us a tour in the museum. Mom and Linda are sticking around because there's so much to look at. And I'm gonna be drawing my sketchbook. Looking at all these pieces is inspiring me. I'm just I'm getting all kinds of ideas right now.
How did you like the museum? I loved it. Did I see on Snap that you saw Picasso too?
Yeah, and Dali and Warhol.
I was really interested in the art there and I just enjoyed myself a lot.
Had a great time. It is a big museum. It's very similar for those of us that are Atlantans that are watching to the High. I think it's a little bit bigger than the High.
Really nice art museum and I totally would recommend coming.
I am hands down saying this is the best museum that I've ever been to. It was just amazing. Definitely give it a visit. I'm definitely going to come back. I need to make a point to come to Montreal more often. It's like this beautiful European city right in the middle of Canada and it's only 2 hours away from where I live and I can't believe I don't get here more often.